What's up, synth nerds? Today I got in the mail a new toy. Today we have the Behringer 904A filter, and I thought it would be fun to do a quick side-by-side comparison between the three filters that I have in my rig, which all happen to be Behringer. So we've got the 904A, which is a emulation of the Moog ladder filter. We've got the Behringer 121 dual filter, really great value for what it is. And then my buddy that I've had for a long time here, the Behringer Neutron with its filter. So real quick, here's how this test is going to work. We are sending some oscillators from the Neutron into each of these filters. Each of the filters is then going through the Behringer 4-play so that I can kind of mix in and out of them. I've also done what I can to try and get the same level from each. We are then going from the 4-play back into the Neutron to use its VCA so that you can hear it. But on the Neutron, we have patched around the overdrive and the delay, so you're hearing as pure of a signal as I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a drone and then do some filter sweeps with different levels of resonance. We also have a sequence with some envelope on there, and we're just going to go through each and let you hear the difference, and should be fun. So let's start from left to right. We're going to start with a new guy. We're going to start with the 904A. So right now we have zero resonance. We have the frequency all the way up. So I'm going to be watching my meter and trying to get you the same level as we go here. So let's start. All right, and then I'm going to put it back in the middle and then turn the resonance, or as they call it in here, regeneration. We're going to start at about 9 o'clock. And there will be a little bit of volume loss, so I'll try to adjust for that as we go. All right. Let's crank it up a bit. Here is around 11 o'clock. Yeah. Here's 1 o'clock. Good low end in there. All right. Once you approach 2 o'clock, you're going to start to hear some of that self oscillation going on. So I'm going to put it back in the middle. Here's going to 2 o'clock or 7. All right, and then here is 9 or 4 o'clock. Ooh, all right, and then here's all the way up, level 10. All right. All right, so let's take the resonance back all the way down. Here is a sequence we can play with. All right, here is 9 o'clock, level 3. All right, here is 11 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 'Yeah. All right, and then all the way up resonance. Cool. All right. Well, that was the Behringer 904A. Moving on to the Behringer 121 dual filter. Again, currently cutoff is all the way up, resonance is all the way down. All right, let's hit that. Now on this module, you really need to crank the resonance a lot more to actually hear it. So I'm going to skip ahead. We're going to go to halfway, level 5, and you'll hear the little bit of volume drop. That's off 5. Do this here, maybe you can see a little better. All right, let's crank it up. Here's a level 7. Actually, level 8. Here we go. All right, here's a 9. Starting to get a little more obvious. Now there's a very small sweet spot on this filter where it starts to like get into self-oscillation but without like complete feedback. So I'm going to just nudge this up above 9 to about 9.5. Right around there. Just that low end in there. And then if you go above that, screaming feedback. All right. Cool. Okay, so resonance is back down. Let's go into our sequence here. Sorry, now resonance is all the way down. All right, resonance at 50%. %. 90%. All right, I'm going to push just above 90. There it is. 100%. All right, and there you have it. That is the 121 dual filter. All right, moving on to the Neutron. Quick disclaimer. On the 904A and the 121, you may have noticed that as I turn up the resonance, we lose a little bit of level, especially in the low end. The Behringer Neutron is designed differently. I guess there's maybe like a feedback loop built in or something. So you don't have that problem. In fact, you have the opposite problem. As you turn up the resonance, you'll actually, especially when your frequency is low, you'll actually be getting an increase in low end. So again, I'm going to be working with my meter here and trying to get about the same level as what we've had with the other ones, and adjusting that as things get a little bit crazy. But fair warning, just keep your hand on the volume knob just in case. Things will get really bright in a little bit here. So right now the frequency is all the way up, resonance is all the way down. Here's some level. Now, the Neutron gets dirty real quick. So we're going to start with just a little bit of resonance. We're going to start at 9 o'clock here. Here, it's already got a little bit more going on than the other two. All right, we're going to put it at 11 o'clock. I'm probably going to turn the output level down a little bit. All right, 1 o'clock. Ooh. Low end. If you're wearing headphones or a sub, that's crazy. All right, here is 2 o'clock. This is where things start to self-oscillate. Turn that level down a little bit more. All right, real quick, before I move on, I'm going to turn this down for a moment here. With the design of the Neutron's filter, things get crunchy. I am going to make things a little bit better sounding by bringing in an attenuator between or before the filter. So I've got an attenuator on here. It was wide open this whole time. I'm going to bring it down about half, and I want you to hear. Actually, I'm going to start with it up. I'll bring it down, and then I'm going to bring up the output level, and you should hear it'll clean up a little bit. Ooh. All right. Here is 3 o'clock. Woo! All right, I'm gonna turn that way down here. Let's just go all the way up. Here's 100%. Dirty. Okay. All right, let's take the resonance all the way back down, and then here's our sequence. Do that, level that. 9 o'clock. $11. 1 o'clock. Bring our level down a little bit. Two o'clock, level down a little more. Turn level down a little more. Here is 3 o'clock. And all the way up. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. So I would love to know in the comments what you guys think. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? My quick rundown of how I'm feeling on here. We'll start with the 121. I think the 121 is a great value for the money. Sonically, though, it's the most vanilla sounding of the three. But again, I think it was $50 when I bought it. Not only do you get 2 filters, but each filter has 3 inputs with attenuators, 2 outputs, 3 CV inputs with attenuators. It's a very, very great value for the money. It even has high pass filters. They're not great, but it's nice that they're there. But it's just not the most exciting sounding filter. Now, one thing you can do that I didn't have time to demonstrate in this video, but you can self-patch this and get more interesting sounds. So because you have 3 inputs and 2 outputs, usually what I'll do is just like how we have it patched today. I'll go into the first one. I'll go out to my mixer, from one output, and then I'll take the other output and go into the second channel. And then, maybe do some extreme settings of that, and then output from that back into the first channel, and then adjust the levels. And you can get some more interesting tones. You can kind of protect yourself from that really high-end feedback by lowering the cutoff of the very first channel just a touch. So that's helpful. But again, it's not the most exciting sounding module, but it is very, very practical for the money. On the opposite side, you've got the Neutron, which is like all character. It's all balls and distortion, and that's great if that's what you're going for, but it can be a bit much if you're trying to go for more of a smooth tone. So 2 things you can do to help clean that up is, one, like we demonstrated on here, putting an attenuator before the filter can help to keep it from overdriving quite as much. And then this is going to sound counterintuitive, but using the overdrive module in the Neutron can actually really help to clean up that sound too. If you run the drive up a bit and the output level down, it actually acts kind of like a compressor. And it actually smooths out some of that high end, believe it or not. You can go a step further by taking the tone knob and turning it below 12 o'clock a little bit, and it will roll off some of those highs. So that is actually a really, really useful part of the Neutron that a lot of people patch around. I actually think it's an integral part of the sound of the Neutron, but for the sake of science, I didn't use it today. So you've got your your baby bear with the 121. You got your daddy bear with the Behringer Neutron. I think the 904A kind of fits right in the middle. It's the mama bear of the 3. I love the way it sounds. It gives you that classic Moog, ladder filter sound right away. The sweet spot is the widest on this module. Like on the 121, you got a very narrow area where you can really get that resonance just right. I feel like you can't go wrong on the 904A. It just sounds great anywhere you put the regeneration, the resonance control on there. It's very affordable. I think it was either $30 or $40 when I bought it. It is lacking in, compared to the 121, it's got 1 input, 1 output with no attenuators. It's got 3 CV inputs with no attenuators. So you are going to have to pair it up with other modules to get the most out of it. But again, at $30, you can't go wrong. In fact, you could buy that and a 121 and actually use the mixer from the 121. There's some cool things you could do with that if you want to. So I love them all. I think they're all great. I'm definitely keeping the Neutrons because that's like a big part of my sound. I'm definitely keeping the 904A. I'm keeping the 121, but it's probably going to go into a secondary rack. But because again, sonically, I'm more in line with the Neutron and the 904A, but I think they're all great. They're all worth the money. So I hope that was helpful. Please feel free to leave a comment below. I want to hear what you think. And also, I'm hoping to do more of these tutorial videos in the future. So let me know what you want to see. I want to be doing some more things as I go through my modular journey as well. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, have a great week.